Hello. Hey, Josh. What's up, man? What's up, Afik? Hey, could you turn on the air, please? Thanks. Yeah, it does. What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's a quiet night. I was wondering if something was wrong with my stream because it's so quiet. Yeah, did not expect it to be this slow. Oh, cool, Nathan. Thank you, and welcome to the channel. Glad you could join. I won't be able to do the Saw franchise for a while. That's a big one. And I don't have the time to do a big series right now because of work. But I'll do them one day, don't worry. Oh, cool. Thank you, Luis Poblano. How'd you randomly find it? Hello, Christopher Kasich. Thanks, Sour Cry. Man, so usually it doesn't really matter what time of night I start my live stream. Usually there's 100 people jumping in right away at the beginning. So I'm really curious as to what's going on and why there's so few people here. I wonder, did it not go out to my subscribers in the same way as it normally does? Or what's the deal with it? Because I know it's a little late, but like I said, we've done late streams before that had plenty of people. Let's see when the event is live. What up? I'm the little man. Thanks, Red Retro. Yeah. Just because, I mean, I know statistics and the way things work, and this just seems, you didn't get a notification? Yeah, this just seems as though there's a problem with the, as far as, like, the feed goes. Hey, Saintsy, what's up? What up, what up? Yeah, it is weird. I don't know. Whatever. Thank you, I will, McKinley Lowry. Thanks, I'm the little man. I will. All right, guys. Actually, what I'm going to do is, so right now I'm at one of the earliest stages as far as the kill count goes. So for Night of the Living Dead, you guys will get an insight into the entire process. I watched the movie, and then, what up, Liz? Liz, why is it so dead in here, man? I know it's a little late, but, like, isn't it crazy? I feel like some feed didn't. I ain't ignoring you, Ian Larza. So, yeah, I watched Night of the Living Dead, and then I wrote this script. So I just finished writing the script. And then the next process, the next part of the process is recording the scratch track. So I'm going to do that on this little... It's more dead than meat in this stream. Nice. So I'm just going to use this little simple recorder. Just these guys, nothing special. I'm just going to record myself reading this script as close to how I think I'll be reading it in the performance, quote-unquote performance, the actual video. And then I'm just going to use this audio-only file to edit the movie clips over it, and then I'll rewrite the script, fine-tune it to match the movie as best I can, and that's the point at which I shoot it. So I'll probably be shooting it sometime Sunday. I'm hoping to do this whole process with Cabin in the Woods as well and just shoot 2 at a time. But yeah, so you're going to see me right now reading the script. And yeah, so I'm going to do that. It'll probably take about 10 to 15 minutes depending on the length of the script. I didn't really check how long it was. I just finished it, and now I'm getting to do it. Now I'm doing it. Okay, 1 second. I don't know what the best way to do this is. I'm just going to move this mic up, so I don't know if you'll hear me. What up, Sahibs? And thanks, Chris Calais. Alright, so you probably can't hear me as well, but I just need to record this temp track, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the next 10 minutes. Alright. This is scratch track for Night of the Living Dead. Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at one of the granddaddies of the genre, Night of the Living Dead, released in 1968 by George Romero. Night of the Living Dead is one of the most important horror films ever made because it basically created the modern zombie. Prior to Romero's first ever feature, you had your ghouls and you had your voodoo, but this is the movie that gave us reanimated corpses walking the earth and feasting on flesh. I know that's hard to believe, but look it up. Everything from The Walking Dead to World War Z can be traced back to this little indie film. And it is an indie film, man. Watching it half a century later, you're bound to pick up on its flaws, like its repetitive dialogue, painfully slow second act, and shots that are actually out of focus. But it's also a masterful achievement in many ways, like with its handheld realistic shooting style, its slow build of the undead threat, and the fact that the hero was a black guy saving a bunch of white people back when segregation had only recently been struck down. There's seriously a million ways to talk about this film and its cultural impact, but let's rein it in for 15 minutes and just talk about the kills. The movie begins with a trip to the cemetery. Barbara and her brother Johnny are here to lay some flowers at the grave of their late father. Johnny almost hears what is likely an important radio broadcast, but he turns it off so he can get to grieving, or just get annoyed at how long it takes Barbara to grieve. He starts teasing her, and they start arguing in a way I hope all siblings did back in the 60s. Things get real when a shambling guy in the cemetery walks up to them and grabs Barbara by the throat. Johnny rushes in to save her, but after a short tussle, the cemetery man knocks him down and smashes his head against a tombstone for our first kill of the movie. Looks like they were coming to get you, Johnny. The cemetery zombie turns his attention to Barbara and chases her into the car. He uses a rock to smash open the window, something we don't really expect zombies to do nowadays. And after she rolls the car down the road and crashes it into a tree, she takes off on foot, running down the road as the zombie slowly shambles after her. She comes across a farmhouse and runs inside, slamming the door shut behind her, which ends the suspenseful music playing on the soundtrack. I don't know what kind of big game hunter lives here, but it looks like they're not home now, as everything's pretty much silent, including the phone line, which is down. As Barbara looks out the window, she sees Cemetery Zombie invite his friends over for a house party, and she knows they ain't about to pitch in on a keg, so she doesn't plan on letting them in. She tries to go upstairs only to find a partially decomposed body, and that really does a number on her, frightening her so much she runs outside and into the headlights of this truck, driven by Ben, who is about to be the hero we need for the rest of this movie. His truck's out of gas, and he's hoping to use the pump out back to fill her up, but it's locked. While he explores the house, Barbara starts friggin' losing it, and her descent into complete uselessness is one of the most frustrating parts of this movie. Plus, she's running around all willy-nilly with a kitchen knife, and it's making me real nervous, man. The zombies start messing with Ben's whip, and he's not down with that shit, so he goes out there and opens up a can of whoop-ass with his crowbar. Another ghoul gets in the house, but Ben impales him in the head before locking out the rest of the oncoming horde. Hey, is that dead body supposed to be moving its eyes? Okay, maybe just have your extras play dead better then. Ben burns the body, which upsets the other ghouls, then gets flashy with some tools as he sets out to secure the farmhouse. Barbara finally puts down that damn knife so I can breathe easier, and helps Ben board up most of the windows. He tells her a story about a flaming gas truck covered in zombies. It's a nice little monologue that really brings out the theater acting in Dwayne Jones. Barbara tries to jump in on storytime too, telling Ben about her brother. Ben isn't very impressed. But Barbara doesn't take his advice. In fact, she freaks out so much she tries to leave to find Johnny, and Ben responds with a very of-the-time smack in the face. Just what the doctor smoking cigarettes recommended to cure her womanly hysteria, I'm sure. Ben turns on the radio, which reports that a mass wave of normal-looking people in trances are committing mass murder across the eastern United States. More zombies show up, and Ben lights more fires, and this whole section is pretty slow, as Ben continues to board up the house, and Barbara continues to be useless. He finds a gun in the closet along with some shoes for Barbara, so I guess you could say they're doing alright. Yeah, exactly. Ready for its close-up, the radio says multiple times that the mass murder victims are being eaten by their assailants. Barbara just stares. Hey, I really like those two shots. Could we see them both a bunch more times? Thanks. Her concentration is broken when out of the cellar pops these two dudes, Tom and Harry Cooper. Tom is the hunky teen, and Harry's the slouchy bald guy who looks like he just got back from Mass on Ash Wednesday. Ben's miffed at them for staying downstairs while he did all the damn work securing the place, but Harry insists that the cellar is the safest place to be. It's a nice opportunity for a philosophical debate. In the middle of their repetitive debate, some zombies reach inside and grab at Ben. He shoots one in the chest, only for the zombie to attack again, and this happens for the zombie to attack again. So this is the part where I realize I have to make some rewrites. So Ben has to take him out with a headshot. All that noise attracts a bunch more zombies, though, including this naked zombie, whose butt I'm gonna blur so I don't get freaking age-gated again. There's also a zombie that eats a bug, so why don't we just take all the bugs and give them to the zombies? Everybody wins. The guys get back to their circular argument, Harry wanting to hide in the cellar with his wife and daughter who's been bitten. The argument from Pathos doesn't work on Ben, who responds with a smooth-ass diss. Harry tells them all he's not gonna unbar the door anymore, and Tom gets his girlfriend Judy out of there before the Berlin door goes up. Downstairs, Harry checks in on his ailing daughter and his freaking gorgeous wife, who also gets a dig in on Harry. No wonder this guy's so pissed. Everyone's always talking righteous shit about him. She gets even more upset when she finds out there's a radio up there, so they do a Mad Hatter-style change of places, with Judy babysitting Karen while the Coopers go upstairs. The group finds a TV where a reporter again reiterates that people are being eaten, but also has this hot scoop. And thus the modern zombie was born. He says that people need to GTFO over wherever they're hiding and get to rescue stations set up by the military, and also mentions that this whole situation may be caused by radiation from a satellite recently returned from Venus. Yeah, I guess that little zombie fact didn't make its way into future popular depictions. This one did, though. So yeah, maybe double check that Kid Cooper down there is still breathing, huh? They embark on a plan to gas up the truck so they can get to a rescue station, but only after Tom and Judy steam up the place with this sexy makeout session. Whew boy, y'all gonna get the Hays Codes reenacted. As Harry throws Molotov cocktails from the upstairs window, Ben and Tom rush out to the truck. Judy freaks out and follows because she just can't stand the thought of being separated from Tommy Hot Lips. They fend off zombies with a torch and get to the pump, but when the key doesn't work, Ben shoots it with a shotgun and Tom friggin' takes the hose and sprays the truck with gas. This makes me question if people knew how gasoline worked in 1968. These guys apparently don't, because the truck fucking catches fire. Tom and Judy know the best way to deal with fire is to just run away from it, so they take off, neglecting the fact that the truck is literally on fire. Then Judy gets ambiguously stuck, so when it blows up, the star-crossed lovers are instantly incinerated. They're later eaten by the zombies, which I remember made me cry as a kid, and my mom tried to comfort me by saying they were just like fried chicken for the zombies now. I think it worked at the time, but in retrospect, what the fuck kind of comfort is that to offer your 6-year-old child, Mom? Did you laugh at that? Yeah. No, that definitely happened. I definitely remember crying, and then the zombies are eating their... My mom said that they were like fried chicken for the zombies. I know, Cynthia. Yeah. That's fine, thanks. Hey everybody, I'm running through this script because I need to record a scratch track that I'm going to edit over. What's up, Caleb Cross? This is definitely not the longest script ever. Scream 4 was probably the longest script ever. But this is a... yeah, we'll see. Hold on. Let's finish this off.
When Ben gets back to the house, he finds himself locked out because of Harry, so he has to bust in and give Cooper the meanest death stare ever, seen until Luigi drove a race cart. After boarding the door back up, he gives Harry a beatdown. And after that, it's time to advance the plot with another news report, where the anchor tells us that armed posses are out there trying to restore order, and that ghouls can only be killed by a shot to the head. This news report also gives us the best freaking line in the movie when the police chief gets interviewed by the reporter. All of a sudden, the lights go out, and Harry tells his wife about how he wants to get that gun because he don't trust Ben. The zombies take tools to start breaking through the barricades. Again, kind of weird to see, but their methods prove effective as they distract Ben enough for him to drop the gun. Harry grabs it and points it at Ben, so when Ben has an opportunity, he knocks it out of Harry's hand and wrestles it back from him. Then he just straight up shoots Harry in the chest, who stumbles down to the cellar and dies at the foot of his daughter's makeshift bed. Not sure about the ethics of what Ben did, but, that's what you get for being such a little shit, Harry. Back upstairs, Helen escapes the frisky zombies and comes downstairs to find Karen nomming on her pops. With Karen having died for sure now, we can put her on the kill count as our 5th victim in the film. Karen starts shambling towards her mother, and the film's most infamous scene begins after Helen trips and falls on the ground. Karen grabs a trowel and stabs her mom over and over as some crazy sounding effects warp Helen's screams into terrifying echoes. It doesn't matter how old this movie gets, this scene is always going to stick with you. Upstairs, the last 2 humans are losing the battle against the invading hordes, and things only get worse when zombie Johnny shows up. He's coming to get you, Barbara, and get her he does, pulling her out into the sea of the undead outside so they can all eat her up. No final girl in this one, sorry folks, and it's only going to get bleaker. The zombie house party gets real bumpin', with everyone's favorite cemetery ghoul making an appearance and Karen coming up from upstairs to get in on the action. Hey, get that kid out of here, she's going to get us all in trouble. Ben locks himself in the cellar, somewhat ironically since he spent the whole movie telling Harry it was a death trap. But I guess he was right to some degree after he finds Harry and Helen both dead on the ground. Harry starts to reanimate, but Ben puts him down. Then before he can even get a breather, Helen reanimates too. He's quick to shut that shit down as well. Then he bunkers down for a long night in the basement while the zombie party rages on upstairs. Morning comes, and for once, we're given hope by a huge group of armed rednecks on the prowl. These guys are going to rescue our hero, right? We'll finally have a happy moment in this movie full of despair. After all, they've got great shots, putting down plenty of zombies from far away. And look, Ben, the zombie party's finally over. I bet they played some zombie semisonic and cleared that place out. I don't know if that joke's gonna stick. But no, sorry folks, the yokels see Ben in the window and think he's a zombie, so they fucking shoot him right in the head. Our fearless hero is killed right at the very end when there was finally some hope. A series of stills show his body being dragged out of the farmhouse with meat hooks where it's thrown onto a heap next to cemetery zombie and burned. Gotta be one of the biggest downers of an ending I've ever seen, and it's just one more thing that makes this movie so impactful in spite of its cheap production. Let's cheer ourselves up with some nice cold statistics and get to the numbers. Cool. What's up, guys? Yo. So, that is an early step of the kill count. And now you're going to see me toss that bitch onto my computer, throw that bitch into Premiere, and edit that bitch down. All right? Also, guys, if you don't follow me on Twitter or Instagram, I have some exciting stuff to show you because Chelsea and I just launched the Dead Meat Store at deadmeatstore.com, and we're doing pre-orders for these fucking pins, yo. And these pins are so dope. Our friend Sarah sells Disney pins at Fanflare is her store. And so now we're using the same manufacturer, so we know that they're high quality, and Chelsea designed these boys. And yeah, there's a Dead Meat logo. There's a Deputy Dewey deputy badge, a Final Girl pin. Here's Jason on his way up to space, and Mac with some dynamite and flare from The Thing, which comes out tomorrow. Go check it out at deadmeatstore.com. They're going to be very exciting pins. Thank you, Freedom Simulators. And oh, White Tiger, I was wondering how long it would take you to set up a shortcut for that. And yeah, so check that out if you like it. I think these look real fucking cool. And if you go there and pre-order, we'll be shipping them out in a couple of weeks, but we need to know how many people are going to buy these, so that's why we're doing the pre-orders. So if you want to buy them, put in your pre-order now, and you'll get it in like 4 weeks probably.
I've not heard of Horror Hound. What's that? And I'll do the Alien series one day. Don't worry. That's cool. All right, so now I am putting this card in here, and hopefully it works. My card reader has been acting janky. I might have to go get an external one. Let's see. Yeah. All right, I'll be right back. So they vary in price from $8 at the logo to the crazy, real nice detailed ones are $12 each. Thanks, guys, everyone who watched the thing. I'm real proud of you. We're all very proud of you. Thanks, Metal Tales. Yeah, I think that this stream, for whatever reason, the notification didn't go out to people because this is significantly less people than usual. Now it's getting back up there in numbers, so hopefully people are just stumbling across it. But I'm real glad that you guys are showing up, even if perhaps you did not get a notification. So let me go get this card reader that I need. If people come in, and if they're like, where the fuck's James? Tell them I'm getting a card reader and that they should hit up deadmeatstore.com for these pin boys. I haven't watched the new It trailer. I'm not going to. I watched that first trailer. I'm happy with that. I like to go into movies knowing as little as possible, actually. I really like to just experience a movie as it unfolds in front of me rather than having expectations set up by the editing in a trailer, which can be very misleading, or by just like hearing that it's a certain way, but maybe that movie doesn't want to be that way. I want to experience the movie on its own merits and see, come up with my own thoughts for it instead of having like preconceived notions about it. So I won't be watching any more It trailers, but that first one has me excited enough. I think it has the potential to be the best horror movie of the year just based on that. And I'll also be watching that the original 1990 miniseries very soon, since a kill count will come out of that one a week before the new one comes out. So I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my card reader and a beer, and you guys should all hit up deadmeatstore.com and check out these dope-ass pins. Be right back. What is up, guys? Yeah, I haven't seen that miniseries in a long time. I'm really excited to see it because I love Tim Curry. I know John Ritter's in it, which is awesome because I love him, and Seth Green's in it, which is cool. So I'm very excited to watch that. Also, oh shit, guys, Clark from The Thing is in it. The dog handler. I was looking him up and I was like, wait a minute, really? He's in this fucking thing? Alright, so that should work. Yeah, that Jigsaw trailer was awesome. Sal, where is Horror Hound? That's the problem with horror conventions is I feel like they're all over the fucking country, which I guess is good because that gives everyone an opportunity to go to them. But I'm used to just all conventions being in the LA area or like San Diego at the farthest. So it's frustrating when it's like huge, awesome horror convention in Texas. Thanks, Adam Cox. Thanks, not the best. What up, Bang Samson? What up, Creepy Smile? What up, Mitchell Catterson? I have not been watching Shark Week. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be spending all of my Saturday watching Child's Play, like the series. or as many as I can in the time that I have, because I gotta fucking watch those movies and write them scripts. Thanks, man with Pez. Oh, you know what this script needs is it needs to say in honor of George Romero. Duh. I should add that way up top. Okay. I'll just say that there. All right, let's see. Let's import this fucking sound file.
This is scratch track for
Oh,
Night of the
yeah.
Living Dead.
Boys and girls, this is going to be a very short kill count, which is great. I'm very excited about that. But this sound file is only 11 minutes, and that was with, what, like at least a minute of me talking to Chelsea and you guys, right? So in order to have the sequence settings correct, I'm just going to import a random video file and make a sequence from that. And then I'll just delete it. So that's what's about to happen. Great. Cool. And that's what things look like before you color correct them. Okay, so... Yeah, this is probably going to be a short one because Night of the Living Dead is one of those movies where, like 10 minutes will go by and nothing really happens. It's a very slow movie in the middle. So... What up, whatever, Ignacio Banda? Have there ever been any kills in Goosebumps? I don't know. Thing comes out tomorrow, Moppy Plays, although my patrons got to enjoy it today. And if you're not aware, you can go to patreon.com/Deadmeatjames. Oh, man, I'm fucking everything up. And here you can become a patron, and if you'll notice the... See? Look, they're fucking watching. Look at that thumbnail. In fact, because I passed the $1,000 milestone, which is really fucking exciting, guys, I decided to have the early release available for all patrons, $1 and up, instead of usually it's just you got to be at the $5 level. But sometimes I'll do this. Sometimes if you're even there for just $1 a month, which is really important to me because I need a bunch of those people, sometimes I'll just give you an early release. I'll probably do it at every 1,000 marker just as like a little celebration. And the other really cool thing about being a $1 a month patron is that, or any level patron, is that when I do my next big series, you'll get to vote on which one it is.
This is scratch.
Thanks,
track
Francisco
for Night of the Living Dead.
Carasier.
Welcome to the kill count, where we tally up the victim.
Thanks, Meltales. I'm pretty happy with that thumbnail.
Welcome to the kill count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at one of the granddaddies of the genre,
Moppy, one day I'll
Night of
do
the Living
Alien.
Dead, released in 1968 by George Romero. Night of the Living Dead is one of the most important horror films ever made.
Oh wait, isn't there a way to like record into Premiere? Wait a minute.
Living Dead, released
Hello?
in 1968 by George Romero.
Night of the Living Dead is... Oh. What? Oh, holy shit. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh, holy fucking shit, yo.
Living Dead, released in 1968 by George Romero.
Night of the Living Dead is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Night of the Living Dead, test, 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 Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Night of the Living Dead, test, 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 Night of the Living Dead. Oh, cool. What? What?
Hey, baby! I can record directly into Premiere's timeline.
Yeah, what the fuck? Where does this file live? Reveal in project. Okay, so it's called audio one wave there. Reveal in Explorer. Where's that saved to? Oh, it's like a captured audio folder in the project folder. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is real cool. Because this mic is so dope. I'm going to have to, like, just think about all the possibilities. The thing you just saw me do with, like, this and then this and where's the card reader? I don't have to do that anymore. I can just fucking do this. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I love learning. Oh, I love learning, guys. There's so much to learn. You can learn forever. You can learn every second of your life, and you'd still know nothing at the end of it. That's fucking cool. Is there an echo on the stream? Is there one? I don't want that. Okay, so I am going to just record that one line that I want to record there. That's fucking cool, yo. Oh, man, if I need to do, like, ADR, oh, I'm super fucking excited. Okay, so let me just,
Living Dead, released in 1968 by George Romero.
This video is dedicated to him. This video is dedicated to him. Thanks, White Tiger.
Welcome to the Kill Count.
Wow.
By George Romero.
This video is dedicated to him. I mean, that's not great, but yeah, that works. Cool. Fuck yeah.
Night of the Living Dead is one of the most important horror films ever made because it basically created a modern zombie. Prior to Romero's first ever feature,
so now I'm just going to do a quick little edit of this sound, just so it's timed correctly when I put in the movie clips.
On flesh. I know that's hard to believe, but look it up. Everything from The Walking Dead to World War Z. But look it up. Everything from The Walking Dead to World War Z can be traced back to this little indie film. And it is an indie film, man. Watching it half a century later, you're bound to pick up on its flaws, like its repetitive dialogue, painfully slow second act, and shots that are actually out of focus.
Thanks, Django Servbot. I agree with that.
But it's also a masterful achievement in many ways, like with its handheld realistic shooting style.
I'll do the 2011 thing at some point. I'm not rushing to do it.
And the fact that the hero was a black guy saving a bunch of white people back when segregation had only recently been struck down. There's seriously a million ways to talk about this film and its cultural impact, but let's write it in for 50 minutes and just talk about the kills. The movie begins with a trip to the cemetery.
Thank you, Raptor Red.
That's to the cemetery. Barbara and her brother Johnny are here to lay some flowers at the grave of their late father. Johnny almost hears what is likely an important radio broadcast, but he turns it off so he can get to grieving. Or just get annoyed at how...
No, MLG Fox, I'm pretty used to hearing my own voice at this point, so...
Starts teasing her, and they start arguing away. I hope all citizens did back in the 60s. Things get real when a shambling guy in the cemetery walks up to them and grabs Barbara by the throat. Johnny rushes in to save her, but after a short tussle, the cemetery man knocks him down and smashes his... knocks him down and smashes his head against a tombstone for our first kill of the movie.
I'm not necessarily marking in the vocals where I'm going to put the video clips, because what I'm doing is just cutting out all the air and everything, but those cuts that I'm making do happen to line up with like where clips start and end, so that's pretty useful.
We don't really expect zombies to do nowadays.
Oh, whorehounds in Indiana? I see.
And after she rolls the car down the road and crashes it into a tree, she takes off on foot, runs into a tree. She takes off on foot, running down the road as the zombie slowly shambles after her. She comes across a farmhouse and runs inside, slamming the door shut behind her, which ends the successful music on the soundtrack. I don't know what kind of big
Okay, so there's a lot of people asking about Halloween and Nightmare, so I think it's time for the spiel, guys, because I see my mods trying to answer it, but let me just give you the spiel. The way I make kill counts, it involves watching all the movies of a series, and before I write the script, before I shoot the video, I like to watch the entire series at once, because then I know the evolution of the series. I can comment in certain videos, like with Jason Lives, for instance, in Friday the 13th. I only knew that it like stands out as a movie that changes its tone so much because I watched the whole series, you know? Or like at the beginning of a series, I can say, yeah, this thing starts off as horror and then kind of descends into like comedy, Child's Play. So the thing is, the spiel takes so long. I'll try to do a shortened version of the spiel. In any case, doing kill counts take a lot of time. The longer a series, the more time it takes. And because I work a full-time job that takes up 60 hours of my life every week, I don't have the time right now to do a giant series like Halloween or Nightmare. The only reason I was able to do Friday the 13th and it's 12 movies is because I started work on that back in November, and the first movie came out in April. So it took me a very long time of pre-production setting up to do this, okay? So I don't have the time to do a big-ass series right now because I have to work, because I have to pay bills. And what I want to do is have this as my job and have this pay my bills. And then I would spend all my fucking time doing Dead Meat. And I would do those big series. And I would do at least 2 videos a week, probably more like 3, because I fucking love the high that I get when I release a video. But because YouTube ad revenue isn't what it used to be, for instance, they just demonetized my ranked Friday the 13th video without telling me, with no email or anything. I don't know why it was demonetized. No warning. It's unreliable. I can't rely on that to like be my income. So I need people to support me on Patreon. And Patreon is like a monthly subscription service where you can pledge any dollar amount you want. It can be $1 a month, which is not that much money. It's like a quarter a week, pretty much. And that money would go to me so that I can hopefully reach a point to where I can make enough money from that and other small sources to pay my bills and not have to have a job that takes up 60 hours of my week. If that happens, I will commit at like 60 hours a week at least to Dead Meat. You can ask anyone who's been to a bunch of these streams. I fucking love working on this shit. It brings me so much joy. I would sit here all day, every day, watching horror movies, writing funny scripts about them, shooting them, and editing them. So please consider hitting me up on Patreon. Yeah, we're spamming the link in the chat right now. Again, even if you can only do a single $1 a month, that helps me a lot, because if only 10% of my subscribers, which, as someone just noted, I think it was Katie, I'm basically at 90,000 now. If just 10% of those people did $1 a month, that would be good. I'd be set. I could leave my job and do Dead Meat full time, and you would get Halloween, Nightmare, Texas Chainsaw, all that shit, right? So please consider, if you haven't contributed to my Patreon, hit me up, even if it's only $1 a month. And if you do more than $1 a month, you get rewards. Even if you just do $1 a month, you do get rewards. It's not like you're just donating to me. You can get rewards like early releases. A bunch of people have already watched The Thing that comes out tomorrow. So yeah, please, again, hit me up on Patreon, because the sooner I can get to that level of income that I need to survive out here in California, it's fucking expensive, the sooner that we can get all those series that you want to do and that I want to do. So please consider hitting me up on Patreon. Jack17KH, if I dab, will you hit me up on Patreon? How many patrons could I get for a dab? If it's 0, I'm not going to dab. And if you can't afford the pay, like if you have no fucking income and like even $1 a month is too much for you, that's cool, man. I'm not gonna try to like judge you. I've been there before, for sure. What? Oh yeah, and in case you're late to the chat and you don't feel like doing a monthly thing, you can also support us with pins at our new Dead Meat store that we just opened up. And I know pins are so cool with the youths right now, so if you're a youth and you like pins, go to deadmeatstore.com. Look at these awesome designs that my girlfriend Chelsea made. She made all these from fucking with a pen tool. and you can go there and buy them and order them. They're on pre-order right now. They'll ship out in a couple of weeks, but please hit these up if you like them, man, because I think they look fucking cool. I can't wait to have them all and be selling them at conventions, and yeah, it's lots of fun, guys. So deadmeatstore.com if you want to do this. Patreon.com/deadmeatjames if you want to hit me up with a monthly little guy and get some rewards. There's lots of ways to support me, guys, and if you can't do either of those, if you can't afford any of that, that's cool, man. Just keep watching my videos, keep sharing those videos, and telling people about those videos. All right, gonna get back to editing. Thing comes out tomorrow, Criminate. Every Friday, man.
Here, but it looks like they're not home now, as everything's pretty.
Yeah, Katie, Chelsea did do a great job on those pins.
Pretty much silent, including the phone line, which is down.
Thank you, Creeper King.
As Barbara looks out the window, she sees Cemetery Zombie invite his friends over for a house party.
And for everyone asking, like, are you eventually going to do this movie? Yes. It doesn't matter what movie you're asking. The only ones I'm not going to do are the Jeepers Creepers movies, because I don't want to support that director anyway, because turns out he's a pedophile. That's not cool. But any other horror movie you can imagine, yeah, I'll fucking do it, man.
Driven by lights of this truck.
Especially the people asking about Sleepaway Camp. Dog, Sleepaway Camp is one of my fucking favorites.
Be the hero we need for the rest of this movie. His truck's out of gas, and he's hoping to use the pump out back to fill her up.
Thank you, T-Rex. You are too.
While he explores the house, Barbara starts friggin' losing it, and her descent into complete uselessness is one of the most frustrating parts of this movie. Plus, she's running around all willy-nilly with a kitchen knife, and it's making me real nervous, man. The zombies start messing with Ben's whip, and he's not down with that shit, so he goes out there and opens up a can of whoop-ass with his crowbar. Another ghoul gets in the house, but Ben impales him in the head before locking out the rest of the oncoming horde.
Creeper King, I try to check out as many chat messages as I can. Obviously, when I'm working, I can't stare at it all day, but...
Ben burns the body, which upsets the other ghouls, then gets flashy with the other ghouls, then gets flashy with some tools as he sets out to secure the farmhouse.
Thanks, Vert Games.
Barbara finally puts down that damn knife so I can breathe easier and helps Ben board up most of the windows. He tells her a story about a flaming gas truck covered in zombies. It's a nice little monologue that really brings out the theater acting in Dwayne Jones. Barbara tries to jump in on story time too, telling Ben about her brother. Ben is
I remember the remake of The Living Dead being really good.
Very impressed.
And it's directed by Tom Savini.
But Barbara doesn't take his advice. In fact, she freaks out so much she tries to leave to find Johnny. And Ben responds with a very of-the-time smack in the face. Just what the doctor smoking cigarettes recommended to cure her womanly hysteria, I'm sure.
What, Tom Savini worked with Call of Duty?
That a mass wave of normal-looking people in trances are committing mass murder across the eastern United States.
MLG Fox, I don't have the time to make any kind of extra special video. I'm hoping that I'll be home when I near 100K so that I can do a live stream countdown as I reach it.
Continues to be useless.
That'll be really exciting.
Useless. He finds a gun in the closet along with some shoes for Barbara, so I guess you could say they're doing all right. Yeah, exactly. Ready for its close-up, the radio says multiple times that the mass murder victims are being eaten by their assailants. Barbara just stares.
I don't remember what my first horror movie I ever saw was, but it might very well have been Night of the Living Dead.
Hey, I really like those two shots. Could we see them both a bunch more times? Thanks.
Oh, Tony Todd plays Ben in the remake.
Her concentration is
Awesome.
broken.
He's so fucking great.
When out of the cellar pops these two dudes, Tom and Harry Cooper. Tom is the hunky teen, and Harry's the slouchy bald guy who looks like he just got back from Mass on Ash Wednesday. Ben's miffed at them for staying downstairs while he did all the damn work securing the place. But
Renegade, it actually gets a little bit more
the
crazy sometimes.
It's a nice opportunity for a philosophical debate. In the middle of their repetitive debate, some zombies reach inside and grab
Yeah,
the
Saw's
bag,
too big of a
shoots one in the-
series. Pretty much, like I'm doing
shoots one in the
Child's
chest,
Play,
only for the
which
zombie
is a
to
big
attack
series, just because the new one's coming
This
out.
happens ag-
Like, it's
this
gonna be a
happens,
rough time getting that in order.
For the zombie to attack again. So this is the part where I realize I have to make some rewrites. So Ben has to take him out with a headshot.
He shoots one in the chest, only for the zombie to attack again. And this happens.
For the zombie to attack again. So this is the part where I realize I have to make some rewrites. has to.
So Ben has to take him out with a headshot. All that noise attracts a bunch more zombies, though, including this naked zombie whose butt I'm gonna blur so I don't get freaking age-gated again. There's also a zombie that eats a bug, so like, why don't we just take all the
Thanks,
bugs
Adrian
and give them to
Medina.
the zombies? Everybody wins. The guys get back to their circular argument, Harry wanting to hide in the cellar with his wife and daughter who's been bitten.
I kind of watch Walking Dead. I'm
Arguing
not
for
caught
happiness
up.
doesn't
I'm like
work on
half a
Ben,
season
who responds
behind.
with a smooth-ass diss.
It's a fun enough show to watch. I'm not in love with
Harry
it.
tells them all he's not going to unbar the door. Harry tells them all he's not going to unbar the door anymore, and Tom gets unbar the door anymore, and Tom gets his
I
girlfriend
am
Judy
doing
out
this
there
for
before
Romero.
The Berlin door goes up. Downstairs, Harry checks in on his ailing daughter and his freaking gorgeous wife, who also gets a dig in on Harry. No wonder this guy's so pissed. Everyone's always talking righteous shit about him. She gets even more upset when she finds out there's a radio up there, so they do a Mad Hatter-style change of places, with Judy babysitting Karen while the Coopers go upstairs. The group finds a TV where a reporter again reiterates that people are being eaten, but also breaks, but also has this hot scoop. But also has this hot scoop. And thus the modern zombie was born. He says that people need to GTFO over wherever they're hiding and get to rescue stations set up by the military, and also mentions that this whole situation may be caused by radiation from a satellite
I
recently.
definitely have not taken voice classes. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've permanently fucked up my voice
didn't make its way into
by improperly speaking because my vocal cords are like fucked up. So it fascinates me when people say they like my voice, because my voice is not what it was 5 years ago.
Didn't make its way into future popular.
Right now it's
fiction.
11:40 for me.
This one did though.
All right, see you, Metal
maybe
Tails.
Double check that Kid Cooper down there is still.
Thanks for
breathing.
hanging out.
They embark on a plan to gas up the truck so they can get to a rescue station, but only after Tom and
See, but no one even dies in Twilight.
but only after rescue station, but only after Tom and
What the fuck does that mean, Liz? There's the vocal cords thing. Fuck off. It's a daily stressor for me.
but only after Tom and Judy steam up the place with this sexy makeout session. Whoo boy. Y'all gonna get the Hays codes reenacted. As Harry throws Molotov cocktails from the upstairs window, Ben and Tom rush out to the truck.
I don't work 60 hours a week, but it takes up 60 hours of my life a week. Meaning waking up, getting ready, driving, the fucking commute in LA, man. If you don't live in
Judy
the same
freaks out and
neighborhood as
follows
your
because she just can't
work, which
stand
I
the
do
thought of being
not,
separated
the
from
commute
Tommy
just
Hotless.
sucks.
They fend off zombies with a torch and get to the pump, but when the key doesn't work, Ben shoots it with the shotgun, and Tom friggin' takes the hose and sprays the truck
I haven't seen Ash vs. Evil Dead yet. I would love to.
with gas.
I don't know what you mean by
makes
do you
me
think the
question-
mist is possible, Mello?
Question if people knew how gasoline
I don't know what
worked
that
in
means.
1968.
Do I think mist is possible? Yeah, I think all you gotta do is like put water in one of those bottles with the spray nozzle, and then you just. So yeah, I do think mist is possible.
These guys apparently don't, because the truck fucking catches fire.
Good meme. I just went through a whole bunch
Tom
of
and Judy know the best way to
names,
deal with
like
fires
kind
is
of
to
related to
just run away
horror,
from it, so they take off,
and
neglecting the fact that the
I settled on Dead Meat,
so
and
they
I'm
take
happy that I
off.
did. It's one of the few
Neglecting
times
the
I'm
fact
like
that the
really
truck is
happy with the
literally
name that
on
I wound
fire.
up on.
Then
Does
Judy
Bella
gets
die
ambiguously
because she
stuck, so
turned?
when it
Oh.
blows up, the star-crossed lovers are instantly incinerated. They're later eaten by the zombies, which I remember made me. They're later eaten by the zombies, which I remember made me cry as a kid, and my mom tried to comfort me by saying they were just like fried chicken for the zombies.
What up,
now.
Nicholas Stevens?
I think it worked at the time, but in retrospect,
I can hear Chelsea in the background laughing at
what
this.
the fuck kind of comfort is that to offer your 6-year-old child, Mom? Did you laugh at that? Yeah. No,
Wow, I'm
that
surprised you
definitely
can
happened.
hear
I
her
definitely
from
remember
this mic.
crying, and then the zombies are eating their. My mom
No,
said that they
Renegade,
were
I
like
was
fried
very
chicken for the
surprised it wasn't
zombies.
taken.
I know.
And like it was
Yeah.
like dead meat was taken on social
Yeah.
media, like Twitter and Instagram, but I was like,
That's
I'll just
fine.
be dead meat
Thanks.
James then. That's fine.
Hey everybody, I'm running through this script because I need to record a scratch track that I'm going to edit over. What's up, Caleb Cross? This is definitely not the longest script ever. Scream 4 was probably the longest script ever, but this is a yeah. We'll see. Hold on. Let's finish this off. When Ben gets back to the house, he finds himself locked out because of Harry, so he has to bust in and
What
give
up,
Cooper
Weedle?
the meanest death stare ever. The meanest death stare ever seen, and in and give Cooper the meanest death stare ever, and the meanest death stare ever seen until Luigi drove a race cart. Race cart. After boarding the door back up, he gives Harry a beat
Oh, thanks,
down.
good meme.
And after that, it's time to advance the plot with another news report, where the anchor tells us that armed posses are out there trying to restore order, and that ghouls can only be killed by a shot to the head. This news report also gives us the best freaking line in the movie when the police chief gets interviewed by the reporter. All of a sudden, the lights go out, and Harry tells his wife about how he wants to get that gun because he don't trust Ben. The zombies take tools to start breaking through
Thanks,
the barricades.
Robo Zach.
Again, kind of weird to see. Kind of weird to see through the barricades. Again, kind of weird. Kind of weird to see. But their methods prove effective as they distract Ben enough for him to drop the gun. Harry grabs it and points it at Ben, so when Ben has an opportunity, he knocks it out of Harry's hand and wrestles it back from him. Then he just straight up shoots Harry in the chest, who stumbles down to the cellar and dies at the foot of his daughter's makeshift bed. Not sure about the ethics of what Ben
Thanks,
did,
Eddie
but,
James
that's what
Castro.
you get for being such a little shit, Harry. Back upstairs, Helen escapes the frisky zombies and comes downstairs.
After Red, I haven't
Karen
really had the
down on
chance
her
to
pops.
play the game in a while.
With Karen having died for
Because
sure now,
Comic
we can
Con
put
was
her on
this
the kill
past
count
weekend,
as
and
her
the weekend
fifth
before
victim in
that
the
was
film.
D23, the Disney convention. So
Karen
both
starts
those
shambling
weekends,
towards
I
her
was
mother,
just
and the film's
out,
most
man.
infamous scene begins after Helen trips and falls.
Liz, the thing about my voice before it was messed up is that I could hit such high notes. I had the fucking strongest falsetto. I could just do amazing high-pitched things with my voice. And it was great. Oh, wow. Oh, the notification just happened. Oh, shit. Hey, everybody. Oh, shit. They coming. Yo, they coming. What up?
Like, when I started the stream, no notifications went out. So I was chilling with like 12 people for a few minutes. But I guess now just all the notifications just went out and this place just filled the fuck up. Shit. I'm going to. Also, they said they love you.
They might be able to hear that. What up, guys? Holy fucking shit. Whoa. Oh, those notifications fucking went through, didn't they? Oh, man. What up, guys? Wow, yep. We are now over 200 people. So that's crazy. Cool. I'm drinking some beer and editing some sound. Holy shit. Yeah, it's a fucking party now. Hey, I know you thought you were coming to a little soiree, but we're having a fucking frat party now. Oh my god. 250. God damn. Damn. Y'all are like zombies. You're just like the zombies in the movie I'm trying to edit. Holy shit. What's up, guys? Welcome to this editing stream.
After Helen trips and falls on the ground.
You'll notice I'm not editing things with picture. Holy shit, I'm gonna have to repeat so much information.
Karen grabs a trowel and stabs.
Yeah.
Karen grabs a trowel and stabs. Karen grabs a.
No, I ain't drunk.
After Helen trips and falls.
Takes
on
a
the
lot
ground,
more
Karen
than a
grabs
couple of fucking Rolling Rocks to get me drunk. This is like water. This is like water. Eddie James, I did go to Comic-Con, and I went as Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. That's my favorite character to cosplay. My girlfriend is Queen Cersei. We walk around. We're super popular. People take our picture, and we get put on BuzzFeed. That actually happened. Also, IGN Snapchat.
Karen grabs a trowel and stabs her mom over and over as some crazy sounding.
What is up, guys? Okay, here. Let me fucking give y'all some information now that you're... Yo, James, you gonna do the thing? The thing comes out tomorrow, broski. In fact, check this out. Here's my Patreon, right? Look at this. My patrons are already watching the thing. Look at this crazy fucking thumbnail of this thing. And my patrons are already watching it because Patreon is the single best way to support me because everyone asking... here, let me say some buzzwords and get everyone's attention real fast, okay? Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger, Halloween, Michael Myers, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Saw, Final Destination, and Hellraiser. Not Candyman. Shut up. I'm not going to do... I'll do it eventually. Chelsea's yelling at me to do Candyman. So, Candyman, Tony Todd. In any case, so, y'all, all those series, you want to see me do them? You want to see me fucking kill counts of them? Is that what you want to see, is kill counts on Halloween? You want me to do Michael Myers kill count? I think Halloween is, like, the one that people are requesting the most. I thought it would be Nightmare, but it's Halloween. But listen, guys, listen. It takes a lot of work to do these kill count episodes, and I'm fine putting in the work. Problem is, I ain't got the time, yo, because I work at a real job to pay my bills, and that takes up 60 hours a week just because of the commute to and from work, the time I have to spend there. Sometimes I have to stay late. It takes up all my time, guys, and what little time I have left, I pour into Dead Meat like a big pitcher full of effort that I just pour into this wonderful channel so that you guys can all sip on delicious individual Dixie cup-sized... I lost track of that metaphor. But listen, if I didn't have to go to work, because if I were able to pay my bills via Dead Meat, all I would do is work on Dead Meat, guys. I would just fucking make so many videos. I would do 2 to 3 videos a week. You would get 2 to 3 videos released every single week, and I would be doing all those big-ass series that you want to see. Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. You'd see them all if I just didn't have to go to work, guys. Problem is, I gotta pay for rent and bills and other shit. So I need money somehow, right? And YouTube ad revenue, that shit don't work, man. They just demonetized my Friday the 13th ranked video. They didn't even tell me why. It just doesn't make money anymore. And, of course, Freddy vs. Jason got age-gated. I wish I had, like, a radio morning show effect so it could be, like, age-gated. But that's what happened to it. So that's 2 of my big videos not making any money. And the rest, you know, they don't make that much money. So the best way to support me is with Patreon. It is a monthly subscription service. Think of it like Netflix. You pay, what, $10 to get Netflix every month? You can pay me any amount that you want, including a single dollar. Look at that. Look at these 50 fine patriotic patrons who are giving me $1 a month. That's only a quarter a week, yo. You probably spend that money on chips. All right, so get 1 less bag of chips a month. And actually, if 10% of my subscribers, if just 1 out of 10 subscribers agreed to give me a single dollar a month, I could leave my job and I could do them Halloween kill counts, and I could do 2 to 3 videos a week for you guys. All right? But it's not a donation. You're not just giving me money for the fuck of it. If you give me higher rates per month, you get access. You get, like, special rewards. $5 patrons, like I said, are watching the thing a day early. And actually, because I passed this $1,000 milestone, which is pretty fucking cool, guys, I just gave this early release to all my patrons. $1 and everything. And then higher rewards have higher, or higher subscription rates have higher rewards, such as live streams and movie reviews. Some people, look at these, watch, check this out. Puppet Master movie review and Evil Dead movie review. $50 patrons get this. They get to watch this movie. They get to watch this video. So please consider going to patreon.com/deadmeat. I'm going to spam the link in the chat so you can just fucking click it. And it would help me out so much if you guys did that. Even if it's just $1 a month, please consider it. If everyone did that, you'd get so much more content. Side note, if you don't want to do a monthly donation, can't call it a donation. If you don't want to do a monthly subscription, and maybe you want something more tangible for your money, right? Maybe you don't want just early releases and shit. Check out what we just made last night. It's deadmeatstore.com. And you know what? There are some pins. You can go here and you can pre-order some pins, and they're going to ship out in a couple of weeks. And these are pins designed by my lovely girlfriend, Chelsea, who hangs out with me on these live streams. You've probably seen her. And she made all 5 of these pins. And, yeah, they're pretty fucking cool. They're pretty fucking inexpensive for that quality because I got a real nice manufacturer making them. I know that they're high quality. And you can check them out. Go to deadmeatstore.com. They ship everywhere, and they ship in just a couple of weeks, maybe like 4 weeks, because this is our first batch of them. So we're getting pre-orders done, and then we're going to order the proper amount. So if these look cool to you, which, I mean, look at Mac with that dynamite and with that flare, yo. That's awesome. If these look cool to you, check it out at deadmeatstore.com. And if these go well, we're going to have so many more pins for you. What up, Beth B. Rad? Yeah, it's a late night stream. I get to work from home tomorrow, so I get an extra 2 hours of sleep, which is fucking great for me. So I'm exploiting that by drinking beer and streaming. Beth designed the Dead Meat logo. So Beth B. Rad is real fucking dope, guys. Yeah. I live in California. I'm originally from Michigan. I've watched Rick and Morty. Don't worry. I've watched it. All right, I'm going to get back to Ed. I will make T-shirts. I haven't done that yet. Because the reason is I'm not satisfied by any of those, like, online T-shirt things. So I've been told that the best way to do it is to just find a local screen printer who will make our T-shirts and then sell them on this same store, the Shopify store. So I'll get to that. I don't have the time to do that right now, but I did not buy that Comic-Con mask because those things are super fucking expensive. Like the cheapest one is like $600, I think. That's like the cheapest one. Hey, Leonel Rodriguez, what's up, man? Why are you so mad? Who hurt you?
Karen grabs a trowel.
All right, I'm gonna get back to editing.
As some crazy sounding, as some crazy over as.
Yeah, I'll definitely make sure the T-shirts are comfortable. That's the other thing is I don't want to make shit products. Like
over and over as some crazy sounding effects warp Helen's screams into terrifying echoes.
And for people asking me why I'm editing at this time, you can go ahead and ask Beth B. Rad, who's in this chat. Ask her if I also edited while we were on vacation down in San Diego at Comic-Con in our Airbnb. Did I also sit there and edit, Beth, while we were all hanging out and being friends? Spoiler alert, the answer is yes. I sat there and edited because, guys, I love making Dead Meat content. I love it. Love it so much. Yeah, if a Five Nights at Freddy's movie comes out, hell yeah, I'm going to make a kill count of that. The boy.
It doesn't matter how old this movie gets, this scene is always going to stick with you. Upstairs, the last two humans are losing the battle against the invading hordes, and things only things only get worse when zombie Johnny shows up. And things only get worse when Johnny shows up. He's coming to get you, Barbara. And get her he does, pulling her out into the sea of the undead outside so they can all eat her up.
Thanks, Titan.
No final girl in this one. Sorry, folks. And it's only going to get bleaker.
Thing comes out tomorrow. Kill counts always come out on Fridays. Kill count emoji movie. First up is this movie's Rotten Tomatoes score.
And it's only going to get bleaker. The zombie house party gets real bumpin', with everyone's favorite cemetery ghoul making an appearance and Karen coming up from upstairs to get in on the action. Hey, get that kid out of here. She's going to get us all in trouble.
Rowan, me too, man. I can't wait to release more videos
Ben
a
locks
week.
himself in the cellar, somewhat ironically, since he spent the whole movie telling Harry it was a death trap. But I guess he was right to some degree after he finds Harry and Helen both dead on the ground. Harry starts to reanimate, but Ben puts him down. Then before he can even get a breather, Helen reanimates too. He's quick to shut that shit down as well. Then he bunkers down for a long night in the basement while the zombie party rages on upstairs.
Emoji movie literally has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, which makes me want to see it, actually.
Morning comes, and for once, we're given hope by a huge group of armed rednecks on the prowl. These guys are going to rescue our hero, right? We'll finally have a happy moment in this movie full of despair. After all, they've got great shots, putting down plenty of zombies from far away. And look, Ben, the zombie party's finally over. I bet they played some zombie semisonic and cleared that place out. I don't know if that joke's gonna stick, but no, sorry folks, the yokels see Ben.
I love it. I fucking love it when people misspell Chucky as Chunky, and they're like, do a chunky kill count. Yeah, do a chunky kill count. Don't give me that smooth kill count. I want that kill count extra chunky. You know what I'm talking about? That home style, extra pulp kill count. Give me that chunky kill count, yo. I'd like 1 kill count, please. Extra chunky.
In the window and think he's a zombie, so they fucking shoot him right in the head.
Yo, I need that chunky monkey kill count, yo. And make it funky. Do the thing kill count.
Fearless hero is killed right at the very end when there was finally some hope. A series of stills show his body being dragged out of the farmhouse with meat hooks where it's thrown onto a heap next to Cemetery Zombie and burned.
A cringe counter on the emoji movie.
Gotta be one of the biggest downers.
I could just do like a famous people collecting a paycheck count on the emoji movie.
Gotta be one of the biggest downers of an ending I've ever seen, and it's just one more thing that makes this movie so impactful.
Thanks, Lady Ramsey. Any relation to Gordon?
Let's cheer ourselves up with some nice cold statistics and get to the numbers.
Oh, that's it? Oh, cool. So yeah, that's sitting at 9 minutes. Of course, that's without like fancy logo and all that shit. I guess I'll just start covering this a little bit, and then I should probably get to sleep at some point. But Bethany, Beth, are you there? Now I have to wait the delay for Beth to like hear me and respond.
Welcome to the
Thanks,
Countdown,
Rowan.
where we tally up the victims in all our favorite.
Beth, yeah. Check it out. Did you? This is probably very obvious, but I had no idea that you could fucking record directly into Premiere. And so, like, instead of sitting here with my fucking Tascam and recording, like, the scratch track and then taking out the card and then putting it in the computer, I can just fucking sit here and literally just, like, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and then you just stop it, and then check it out, dude. Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. Isn't that insane? That I can just, and it's with this dope ass mic too. So like, if it like doesn't sound too different, I might be able to do cool, or I might be able to handle ADR from here. I'm so excited about this, man. I love learning new shit in Adobe programs. There's always new shit to learn. God, I love it. That was a clap for me. This is Adobe Premiere, Raptor Red. All right.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the victims in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're looking at one of the granddaddies of the genre.
Thanks, Night Shifter. Oh yeah, that new Chunky movie. Oh, hey. You know what we're doing in October? In October, we're getting chunky. We're getting all new chunky. Yo, I like my chunky to be serious. I don't like that comedy chunky.
Night of the Living Dead, released in 1968 by George Romero. This video is dedicated to him.
I love how that obvious ADR is so this video is dedicated to him. Oh, Man with Pez just joined the patron family. Thank you, Man with Pez. Thanks, thanks, Man with Pez. Thanks so much. There ain't no one behind me. Quit trying to fuck with me. The only time there was someone behind me, because, like, also, guys, I have my mic up, or I have my camera up, so, like, I can see me. Yeah, of course I'll be including Bride of Chucky. Bride of Chunky. Seed of Chunky. Oh, Kezia Jamie Lynn. Hell yeah, thank you. Keisha? It's probably Keisha, isn't it? Thank you so much, Keisha. Oh, welcome to the fucking patron family. You're gonna get to vote in polls and shit.
Night of the Living Dead is one of the most important horror films ever made because it basically created the modern zombie. Prior to Romero's
Let's get some good zombie B-roll. Let's see. What do we have in terms of zombie B-roll? Oh, I saw some zombie B-roll. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at that zombie B-roll. We're just gonna use some of the zombie B-roll. Oh, that's some short zombie B-roll though.
the modern zombie. Prior to Romero's first ever feature, you had your ghouls and you had your ghouls.
Yeah, that's too short. Some zombie B-roll. There we go. Some good zombie B-roll. Oh, fire, bad. I mean, I guess my favorite out of the Romero trilogy is probably Dawn, but I really love Day too. Night is great, of course. It's just it's a first film.
Prior to Romero's first ever feature, you had your ghouls and you had your voodoo, but it basically created the modern zombie. Prior to Romero's first ever feature, you had your ghouls and you had your voodoo, but this is the movie that gave us reanimated corpses walking the earth and feasting on flesh.
This is a classic.
I know that's hard to believe, but this is the movie that gave us reanimated corpses walking the earth and feasting on flesh. I know that's hard to believe, but look it up. Everything from The Walking Dead to World War Z can be traced back to this little indie film. And it is an indie film.
Did you say you want the... I'm sorry, did you say you want the Men in Black kill count? I'm sorry, did you say that you want a kill count for the seminal science fiction comedy film starring Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones? Is that what you want? Is a kill count for the Men in Black? But there's definitely a Men in Black 2. And I know there's a Men in Black 3. Is there also a Men in Black 4? I'm going to have to look this one up, guys. I can't possibly be expected to fall asleep tonight without knowing if Men in Black ends with 3 or 4. There are only 3. I see. Okay.
But look it up. Everything from
Thomas Shepard says, no, it was a trilogy. No, it was a duology. And then they were like, hey, let's do a third one. 'Cause money.
From The Walking Dead to World War Z can be traced back to this little indie film. And it is an indie film.
I really love watching you talk about why you love the chest bite death and the thing last stream. Thanks, Beth. I wonder if I could make I wonder if I could make a series of videos about like these are a few of my favorite scenes. Yeah, and like break down, just like take one scene like that in a horror movie and break down like why I love it so much. That could be cool. Thanks, Beth. Beth, I feel like, guys, if you ever get complimented by Beth, I feel like you should feel really accomplished, because that's how I feel whenever I get complimented by Beth. Because I know that she don't bullshit. I know that she wouldn't just say shit just to, like, be nice, you know? So when she's like, this is a good thing, I'm like, hey, this is a good thing. These are a few of my favorite scenes. What? Beth don't smell bad. I just spent a weekend with Beth. She smells great. Get out of here. I could let my film school degree get some work.
And it is an indie film, man. Watching it half a century later, you're bound to pick up on its flaws.
Thanks. Oh, Lightning Bolt 500. What if I said your name? What, phone guy? What? What do you want, phone guy? I can't see every comment. I'll try, but I can't see every comment. What's up, phone guy? Yo, phone guy. Hey, phone guy. What's up, man? Yo, phone guy. You need something, phone guy? Thanks, Curtis Prime. Thanks, Austin Gilliman.
Like it's repetitive dialogue, painful.
Oh, thanks, Lewis. Like I said, man, I've got a spot reserved for that silver play button.
I'm going back down to the cellar, and you better decide.
On its flaws, like its repetitive dialogue, painfully slow second act, and shots.
I found a gun and some bullets out.
Thanks, Ian. I'll try, Titan.
Painfully slow second act, and shots that are actually out of focus.
Yeah, if there's a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I'll do a co-com for it.
But it's also
But I heard it got canceled.
But it's also a masterful achievement in many ways, like with its handheld realistic.
The editing's been all right. I probably drank one too many beers to be an effective editor right now. And I'm getting distracted by all you lovely people. I'm talking to all of you guys. I especially hate finding coverage for the intro where I'm talking about a bunch of different shit and I have to jump around like the movie for it. In fact, I might even just skip that for now and like jump in on.
Begins with a trip to the cemetery.
Oh, great, yeah. I don't know who my favorite director is. Wes Anderson holds a very special place in my heart. Thanks, movie or what? DJ Dim Dim, do you mean like when I leave to go to the numbers? It's hard for me to come up with ways, like fun ways to do it. I don't think bloopers of the kill count would be fun because it's just me like messing up a line and then repeating the line. It's never anything fun. Yeah, I should probably go to sleep real soon.
The movie begins with a trip to the cemetery. Barbara and her brother Johnny are here to lay some flowers at the grave of their late father. Brother Johnny.
Oh, thanks, S19. Any TV show is definitely going to have to wait until this is my job because I like watching a season of television and doing a kill count is going to take a lot of time. But yeah, I'll do like the Scream MTV series. I'll do The Walking Dead. I'll do American Horror Story probably. Alright guys, I should probably call it a night. I do have to work tomorrow even if it is at home. I'd be down to do an animated version of you moving off screen for the numbers if it makes sense with the movie. Ooh, Beth, I'll keep that in mind. I'm not sure. I can't think offhand what movie that'd be appropriate for, but that'd be really cool. Okay. All right, guys. Before I go, let me please just lend me your ears, countrymen, once more, because I would love to tell you about deadmeatstore.com, where you can get fucking pins. You can get some pins. We're selling some pins. My amazing girlfriend Chelsea designed these, and you can go and buy them at deadmeatstore.com. It'll help support us. They'll ship out in a couple of weeks, probably like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, just because we're collecting pre-orders right now so we can know how many to order from our manufacturer. But they're very cool. We have Mac, Kurt Russell from The Thing, which the episode comes out tomorrow. And we got, what else we got? We got Deputy Dewey from Scream. We're going to try to put out at least one pin for each thing I cover. So I don't know what we'll do with Night of the Living Dead, but we'll come up with something. We got Space Jason, Spacin', if you will. And he's heading off into space in everyone's favorite Friday the 13th, Jason X. Yep, that's right. Nobody's ever been cyberbullied for saying they like this movie. Never once. Oh, wait, did I cut out? Did something happen? Whoa, what the fuck? What? Oh, I'm back on? What the hell was that? Jesus. What the fuck? Content issues were detected. Your stream has been temporarily blocked because we detected copyright audio and video. What does that mean? How many of these have I done, guys? With like a lot of movie clips. And seriously, Night of the Living Dead, I kind of thought it was in the public domain. It might not be, but what? Come on, Jesus. Yeah, Night of the Living Dead entered the public domain in the United States because the original theatrical distributor neglected to place a copyright indication on the prints. That's right. I remember this like and yeah, back then the United States copyright law required a proper notice for a work to maintain a copyright. So Night of the Living Dead is literally in the public domain. I literally didn't show anything that I couldn't show. What the fuck, man? YouTube, dog. Sometimes, man. That sucks. All right, whatever, though. It came back, so. Yeah, I will check my email, see if they... But I don't know, because they demonetized that ranked Friday the 13th video. I didn't get a single damn email about that. It's real messed up, because, like, I don't know, man. I also noticed it didn't happen at the same time that video got demonetized, but I watched my analytics very closely, and my real-time analytics yesterday morning at like 10 in the morning, they went from like 2,000 an hour on that video to like 100 an hour, like a severe drop. So I can't explain that. I don't know, guys. Ghosts are coming. The $1 patrons, they don't normally get the early releases, but you know, sometimes for special occasions I do it. So again, guys, I don't know why that happened, but as long as I'm back, I can tell you to please go to Dead Meat Store, hit up these pins. They're real cool. My girlfriend Chelsea designed them. And if you want to support me in an even better way, go to patreon.com/deadmeatjames. The sooner I can get to my goal on that website, the sooner I can release 2 to 3 videos a week and make all the series you want to see, including Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, etc., because I'll be able to pay my bills this way and not have to go to work, which takes up all my time. I don't have any time, guys. I don't have any time. So hit that shit up. Also, I think like the super high level patrons are just going to get free pins. Because, you know. All right, guys. I'm tired as shit. And I do have to work in the morning despite it being a work from home day, which I'm really excited about. YouTube, am I allowed to show this fucking free movie that's in the public domain? I don't think that means it's free. Does it? I don't know. Thanks, guys, for hanging out down the street. The same old thing we did last week. Really appreciate you all. Glad you came by. We had a good time. We changed some lives tonight, you know? And we made miracles happen. So cool. Love you guys. Have a good night. And if you're not a patron, I hope you enjoy The Thing tomorrow. And if you are a patron, I hope you enjoyed The Thing today. Maybe again tomorrow. All right, guys. Love y'all. Bye.